Hey everyone, today I'm going to walk you through Heroic Stonecore from the tank POV. First off, you're going to have this pack, just AoE this down, but focus the Earth Shaper. He will eventually try to cast a thing that turns him into like a big Earth Revenant and does crazy AoE damage. So try to kill him before he does that, and if he does do it, just do whatever you can to stop the cast. That bleed effect too, you can see I took quite a bit of damage on that pull. That bleed effect stacks up, does quite a bit of damage. You can kite away from that if you need to. I think is when they do the blade storm on the Berserker. Berserker or Warbringer, I can't remember on that. So we normally you skip these, but we got these pulled on accident. So these guys are going to have a frontal. So it's really important to face these away. That flay ability there is another one of those fixed frontal attacks though. You'll see these all the time in Kata. So there's just tons of these mechanics where it'll be a frontal, but the tank can dodge them too. So just be prepared for those. When you see them cast the flame, just sidestep out of it. And yeah, the rest of the pack is same deal. It's just the same old kill the Earth Shaper first. Don't let it get its cast off. We were really good about like killing it before it did it, so I can't even remember the name of the cast, but it turns it into an Earth Revenant. It's not the Lava Burst. So you'll run up here. This is the first boss. He really doesn't do a whole lot. Just pull him, and after a little bit, he's gonna burrow underground. Probably skip ahead. Yeah. So eventually he burrows underground. These guys will spawn. You need to make sure when he does that, when he is burrowed like that, he'll one-shot you if you're like in that area when he does the leap. So make sure you're just away from it. And any ads that spawn, just pick them up. They die in like 2 seconds. Dampening wave can be cleansed, and then crystal barrage, just cast at a target. So these guys are kind of interesting. There's a couple jump mechanics in Kata, and this is one of them, the Quake. So when that Quake cast is about to finish, you just want to literally jump, and you won't take any damage. So here, you can see I jump, take 0 damage. You can see you take a little bit of damage if you don't jump. It's not like the end of the world if you miss it, but it's nice to just, you know, completely negate the damage by just pressing spacebar. So here you can pull quite a bit here. They aren't too dangerous. We got some more of these flares though, so keep in mind, like face those away from the group and just sidestep when they start casting flay. They may cast it at different times though, so when you do sidestep, it should be a pretty small movement if they don't all cast it at the same time. Like that was more of a movement than was necessary. Because if the third one started playing there, it would have been kind of a bad spot for our melee. But yeah, just remember to jump for the Quake and tell your group to also, because that's one of those mechanics like a lot of people don't know about. So you can definitely save a lot of damage when the whole group is jumping for that. So this is the second boss. Let's go back just a little bit. Okay. So he's gonna spawn these lava pools. You can see like a little like ground rumbling thing right before it comes up, but just move away from that. You know, don't stand in it. He'll summon all these little rocks too. So you'll use these later. He'll do like an AoE and you just hide behind them. So you can see the little ground effect there. And then the lava spawns. He also has a breath, so just don't face toward people. So this crystal storm, you'll just hide behind. You can kind of min-max damage if you want and like just, you know, stay out there. Especially on Blood DK, like I could definitely just, you know, DS through it, cool down through it if I need to. So just move to make sure, you know, your melee have a good spot to stand. That was pretty good because we had like 3 stacked up. These guys you should be able to skip by hugging the wall. They did get pulled here. I think it was just a bug that they pulled from that far. But you also could, you know, probably soothe or CC to run by there too. So then up here, these sentries, these are the #1 thing to watch here. On live, I would definitely add a color change to their nameplate on Plater so they like really stand out. But yeah, the ranged are like MVPs for like killing those. A lot of range can just one shot them and they won't do anything. But if they don't get killed, they will run to the nearest pack and pull them. So this room can very quickly become complete chaos if the sentries are not killed. So I'll now show you an example of that. So here, I saw that sentry die. I completely missed that one. And it ran and pulled like everything. So just for learning purposes, we'll show you why it's very, very important that you kill the sentries and don't let them pull things. So yeah, now we have all of this coming in. All this chaos. Yeah, this is not what you want at all. This is literally the opposite of what you want. This is terrible. So we try to play through it, try into game. Oh, but we got another one there. Not great, not great. So yeah, just on Plater, just make a different nameplate color for the sentries so it's really obvious where they are. And don't be dumb like me and just pull a pack that has a sentry that isn't hittable by anybody yet. But oh, I should show you too. So if you do wipe, it might happen. Right at the beginning on your left, there's a little portal. It'll take you toward where the second boss was, right after the second boss. So it really isn't too bad of a run back, but kill the sentries. Like, you don't want to have to run back. All right, so now we're being extra careful. We're on the lookout. Where are the sentries? Okay. So we actually, by this point, like the sentries are dead. I don't think there are any more out, but being extra cautious here. And when you're running in here, you don't need to pull these side packs at all. It's kind of weird that the imps are like still there. Normally there wouldn't be imps around and it would not look as scary, but yeah, just kind of walk through the middle here. And then you can interrupt that demon portal too, so the imps won't spawn. Then we're just moving through the middle here. Make sure everybody's going in a line. This guy patrols, so just be ready for him. You don't need to pull that whole pack, but just pull that one guy. He does have like a frontal shockwave, as you can see there, so face him away from the raid. That's pretty much it for him. He will just like charge random people too and do it, but. And then here's the third boss. So there's quite a few things you need to do correctly on this boss. So first off, he's got that spell reflect that can be purged. Ground slam. That's a frontal, a fixed frontal. So you're gonna just sidestep to get away from that. When he casts shatter, so this is just a big AoE next to him. And right before it, he's gonna put debuff some people. I believe it roots you. Either roots or slows you. But our priest was an absolute gamer, just getting rid of that. So I couldn't even read what it said or see what it did at all. So when you see that debuff though, you know the shower's coming really soon. And you just want to move out immediately. You have like almost the exact amount of time. Yeah, paralyze. When you see that paralyzed cast, be ready to get out. But yeah, you have basically a little bit more than the exact amount of time to get out for the shatter. So just move really quickly, otherwise you may be killed. So then you can move into this room. There's one of these like ogre patrols, and then there's a bunch of guys in the middle. These guys die like instantly though. They aren't a big deal at all. We're just gonna avoid the ogre guy. There's no reason to fight him. We were kind of playing around with like some skip stuff here, but what I would do, I would just skip that ogre pad and then just run through the middle here. We were trying to like soothe those, but like you probably could like soothe the ones, some of these followers plus that guy to skip, but they die like instantly, so it's like not even really worth it. I would just run through the middle there, get all those little AoE guys, and just avoid the elites, basically. So you got even more of the followers here. Just AoE them all down. There are a lot of numbers, lots of lag here. This is the final boss here. And we're just going to fight her right here. Just interrupt the force grip every time you can. Just does some damage. I think it stuns too. There's a little like void zone thing that's going to pop out. Just move out of it. Apparently I got a little too close there. I thought I was good, but it just sucks you in if you get close. Then pick up the followers. Again, they just die like pretty much instantly. If you kite them through the void zone, they'll just die, and it reduces the size of the void zone. But that boss died super quick. Normally it may last a little bit longer. If it lasts long enough, she'll like teleport up here. She'll summon a bunch of followers, and she'll have like a reduced damage shield on her. You can still DPS her though. She still takes some damage. So if you're close to killing her, I mean, you should anyway, I guess, just be like attacking her, because the followers don't matter a whole lot. And when she does jump up there, she's probably almost dead. So you should be able to kill her even through the damage reduction. But yeah, that's the whole run right there. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.